Good afternoon.
Good
It's
afternoon.
raining where I'm at. Is it raining where you're at?
No, it's just gray and very muggy today.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. We
yeah.
got some good rain yesterday and today, and we really needed it. It was so dry. And well, it's wet from the rain, but it's not as hot as it was. So it's a relief. And you can hear the flowers just going, "Oh, thank you." Right. Oh, welcome to another Wednesday. We'll be in the chair for the entire time. I'll meet you back there. Let's come to the front edge of the chair. Once again, just ground yourself. So feel the feet, maybe rock a little from side to side. Feel the body. Become present in the body. I would imagine that your focus has perhaps been outward most of your day. So let's turn inward a bit and become aware of us, of ourselves. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. We'll take just a few breaths like that, and then I want to play with the breath a little bit. Just noticing the breath here. No changes to be made, just awareness, just noticing. About 4 more breaths. Noticing the posture as you're breathing. Can you sit taller, make more space? 2 more. And if the eyes are closed, open them. And I just want you to look down at your torso, at your chest, at your belly. And as you take an inhale, what's moving here? Is it your rib cage? Is it your belly? Is it both? Again, just being the witness, noticing what's happening in your body. And then lifting the gaze, bringing the ears back over the shoulders and taking a hand to heart and a hand to the belly. And once again, breathing just to notice what happens when you breathe. Just keep your awareness on the movement in the torso. As I remind us that diaphragm moves up and down as we inhale and exhale if we let it. Now it will move up and down anyhow, but we can restrict that. And we should be releasing the diaphragm. So with the diaphragm moving up and down, most of the movement here in a resting breath will be in the belly. So with hand on belly, hand on chest, see if you can allow the belly to move outward as you inhale. And then soften towards the midline as you exhale. Maybe minimizing, without a struggle, minimizing the movement in the chest. As you inhale, belly moves out. As you exhale, belly moves in. And if this causes you to get a little anxious, trying to control the breath, just let your breath be in its natural state here. But with awareness, notice what's happening. As you continue with this awareness, we do need the ribs. We do need those secondary muscles of respiration, but not here at rest. Diaphragm. Diaphragm's enough for us to breathe in and out. Know that once you're using those secondary muscles, that tells your nervous system that something's up. Something's up. You're starting to use those secondary muscles, and the nervous system responds with a fight or flight reaction. Now, I just want you, I'm going to have you do kind of the opposite now. I want you to take a big breath in through your mouth. And notice that it's mostly through the upper chest. Those are secondary muscles. And then let it go. Maybe do that one more time. And you don't take a really deep breath there. It's all right up here. And then let go. Before we start our movement, return the hands to the lap. And just store that little tidbit here as you try to return to just a gentle diaphragmatic breath. In through the nose out through the nose. Diaphragm free to move up and down like little bellows, drawing the breath in low and slow. Let's warm up the body. Inhale, swing the arms out and up. Exhale, chin to chest, arms come down. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, scoop, sweep. Exhale. 1 more, inhale up. Keep your arms up by your ears, but drop the shoulders. Hinge at the hips, come forward. Hold here, push into your feet. Notice the breath here. So with these arms up by the ears and we're leaning forward, the core is going to work a little bit. You may feel a little bit of a shift up into the ribs. And then exhale, float those forearms to the thighs, fingertips touch lightly, make the spine long. Exhale, maybe you fold, push into the feet. Take a few breaths here, noticing where you're feeling the breath in this new shape. Now it's still the abdomen, but it's more the side and the back. Push strongly into the feet, swing the arms out and up. Well, let's take a nice gentle twist to the right. Remembering the entire spine. We want to twist everywhere. Inhale, arms up, but gently exhale, low back, mid back, neck, up and over, wringing out the spine, wringing out tension. And the action of wringing out, I always think of a cloth that I'm cleaning with, and I wring out the water that I want to get rid of, maybe that dirty water that I've been cleaning with. And then maybe think more of a sponge. And then when you place that sponge back down into the clean water, it soaks up the clean water. So that's what we're doing. We're wringing out maybe the byproducts of metabolism through the day. And as we release that wringing, we're soaking up fresh nutrients. Bring the arms up by the ears again. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. Hinge forward, hold, push into the feet. Feel the muscles of the legs engage. Notice the breath. Has it changed? And then forearms to the thighs. Fingertips touch lightly. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Hold here. Pushing into the feet. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. Now we're decompressing the spine. You can feel the weight of the arms, the weight of the head, making space in between each of those vertebrae. Push strongly into the feet, swing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to heart. Now bring your arms to the sides. I want you to take your right ear to your right shoulder. We're going to push this left shoulder down. And just notice that. Where do you feel? Whatever you feel. And then do some circles through this left shoulder. Slow. Noticing sensation, maybe hearing some crunchy noises. My shoulders always are a little noisy. Maybe that movement gets a little bigger. Feel the stretch on the downstroke in the side of the neck. And then push the shoulder down. Left shoulder pushes down. Head is drawing the right ear to the right shoulder. And then turn your head like you're shaking your head no. Go slow to feel more. Go slow to respond to what you find. Maybe there's a place that feels like, oh boy, that's getting into a stretch. Maybe I want to hold there. And then let's come back up to neutral. We'll take left ear to left shoulder. Feel the weight of the head. And then push that right shoulder down. Feel that. Notice what you've created here in the shoulder, in the side of the neck. And then some circles. Notice what happens with the movement in those muscles. Do about 3 more. One more. And then push that right shoulder down as the head drops over to the left. And turn your head no again. Maybe it's a little different on this side. Just be curious. What do you find over here? And it may be that the way you hold your body as you work through the day, I know when I was working in medicine, I did cardiac ultrasound. So I had to hold my body in kind of an unusual shape to get the images that I needed, but it was all day, every day. So one side of the body had issues, and it was just because of what I did for a living. Let's bring the head up, ears over shoulders. Swing those arms out and up. And exhale, hands home to the heart. Let's think about the wrists and the fingers. We're going to lace the fingers and then just a gentle push forward, a little exploration here. What are the fingers feeling today? Reach, 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 stretch, and then bring hands back home to heart. Let's do that again. Reach, 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 stretch. Maybe feel the shoulders here and hands back home to heart. One more time like that. Reach. And then hands back home to heart. Release those arms out to the sides. Inhale, arms out and up. Take another twist. We're going to twist and hold this time. Sit tall. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Take your gaze a little deeper over the right shoulder and notice where you feel the twist. Notice from the navel down, everything's kind of moving towards your left. And from the navel up, everything's moving towards the right, coming into your twist. Can you feel that center? And that's really where the solar plexus is. And then release, let's just unwind again, that squeeze and soak phenomena. Inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, twist, bring the arms down to the sides. Anchor yourself, sit tall. Drop the shoulders on your exhale. Look over the right shoulder and become aware of the twist. So when you twist, there has to be a center to the twist. And the center is right there at the navel, above the navel, solar plexus, Manipura chakra. Notice your breath. Are you still moving through the belly? And if you're not, maybe you consider shifting around here, letting that diaphragm work. And then release, unwind. Inhale, arms out and up. Oh, and exhale, hands home to the heart. A little more shoulder work. I want you to take your fingers underneath your shirt. We've done this before, and I'll try to be careful on this side because I have my microphone here, so I don't want to make a lot of noise. Well, a little self-massage. So you're just going to push those fingers into the flesh and pull up to the shoulder tops here. Go back, maybe a little deeper, and pull. And one more time, this time, pull that ridge of skin, of flesh up and keep it there and drop your head back into that. So you've made a little pocket for your head to fall back into. And then sliding the fingers right up the neck, and that action will bring your ears back over your shoulders. Now the thumbs come under your chin and you're lifting the weight of the head off of the cervical spine. And then it can be fun to play a little bit, move the head around. Let's see if you can center the head right over the cervical spine and slowly let that come down again. Sitting tall, feeling that space we've just made. Let's reach out with your arms. We're going to take palms up. Let's take left fingers with right hand, right fingers with left hand, sorry. We're going to pull the fingers, stretch those fingers, and then push through the heel of the hand, stretch the wrist. Maybe you drop down. And then let's take the second side. So now it's the left hand. We're going to take the fingers with the right hand. Pull the fingers first. Fingers come back. And then push the heel of the hand forward, straightening the arm. And then drop the arm down. And release. And then our little squid or octopus, we're going to swim. Think about all the joints in the fingers and the thumb. See if you can move all of those spaces. And that movement starts to involve the wrist and the elbows, and then the shoulders, like we're rowing a boat. Big movement here. Let's back that boat up. Big movement. We're going to go back. Feel your shoulder blades. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're going to come to goddess arms here. Focus on shoulder blades. Forearms forward. Separate the shoulder blades as much as you can. Take a big inhale back there. Then bring your arms back to neutral. Feel the shoulder blades. Arms go back behind you. Shoulder blades pinch towards the spine. See how far back you can get them. And then forward again. And back. and forward and back. Now release your arms down to the side. Let's shake those arms. Shake, 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 shake into the shoulders, even the upper chest. Shake, 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 shake. And then come to stillness. Maybe noticing the sensations, tingling, maybe warmth. Maybe you can feel the flow of blood has increased. Maybe you can feel the energy moving through the joint spaces. Let's do a little movement through the lower extremities. Let's just swing your arms out and up. And then we're going to take that right knee, lift the right knee. So this is kind of a modified lunge shape in your chair. Keep the knee high, sit tall. My shoulders are plugged in. So roll those shoulders up, back, and down, and move through your foot and ankle now. And I know with my hands wrapped around my shin, I can feel those muscles moving underneath my hands. Just be curious about that. I'll go the other way. Now take your right hand to your knee. You're going to hang on to the knee. Take the left hand to the chair. Sit tall. Circle through the hip. Go slow. Find your full range of motion here. Lubricating the hip joint. Motion is lotion. Let's go the other way. Reverse. Now pulling that knee up tight again. You're going to take the left hand out, push your heel close to your bottom here. You're going to pull the heel towards the chair. And then rotating through the hip, take your ankle to the top of your left thigh. So we call this a number 4 shape in yoga. If this doesn't work for you, you can straighten the left leg. I've still got a little bend in the left knee and just slide that leg down. So I've just lowered the shape a bit. But if you can tolerate this, it should feel good. Feel like a nice stretch, always for my body in a place that I don't stretch much. Kind of always taps into kind of this IT band. Now keep the foot flexed. That will protect your knee. Take your right hand and kind of push that knee down. Feel the stretch. Hold that for a few breaths. Now we're going to take both hands to the knees and think about the knee kind of like a windshield wiper. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more, lift and lower. 2 more, lift, lower. This time as you lift, maybe you hold. Sit tall. Breathe. Now bring that knee right back down so you're in your number 4 shape. My heart is going to come towards my shin. I'm going to stay tall, hinge at the hip, and then come forward. So spine is long, spine is neutral. I'm just moving at the hip. Now as my torso comes forward, I'm going to push into that left foot. Muscles of the left leg are now going to help support the torso. If you want a little more stretch, you can thread the hands right down in front of the left shin, lace the fingers, and pull the heart a little closer to the shin. Keep pushing into that left foot. Push strongly into the left foot. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. From this shape, I'm going to take my left knee and bring it more towards the midline of my body. I'm crossing my legs is what I'm doing. And I'm going to cross my legs. See if you can stack your knees. And you really don't do much with the legs other than sit nice and tall. So I've got a nice grip. My knees are stacked one on the other. And now I'm going to take my hands overhead and then twist to the right. Sit tall. My hand is on my knee. I'm going to pull that knee close to me now. So again, maybe getting a little stretch in this outer hip. Look over your shoulder. Drop your shoulders. And then face forward. And we'll take an open twist to the left. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Anchor your hands. Sit tall on your inhale. Drop your shoulders on your exhale. And breathe. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Keep your legs just like they are. Open your arms wide. Your right knee is on top of your left. And you can be someplace in between. You don't have to stack if it doesn't feel good in your body. but I'm going to swing my arms forward, stacking my left arm over my right. Give yourself a hug. Fingertips crawl back, drop your shoulders. You could stay here, or you could bring the backs of your hands together. You could also do what we call a double wrap. So I'm just reaching around for my wrist. Whatever feels like just a good stretch and it's not painful, you're not forcing anything. If you're here or here, I want you to push those fingers up and push your forearms forward. If you're hugging yourself, you can follow these same cues. As you inhale, I want you to lift the elbows, come into a back bend, lift your gaze. As you exhale, elbows come towards your belly, you round your back, tuck your chin. Let's do 2 more of these each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now come back to a neutral spine and then big unravel. Just open up, bring those arms down, shake them out. Maybe you tap your feet out. And just notice what you feel. Pause for a couple breaths. Check on the breath. Second side. Let's swing your arms up. We're going to lift this left knee, pull it close, sit tall. Shoulders, let's tuck them back in, roll them up, back, and down. Circle through the left ankle. And feel that. Feel the movement under the hands. And then go the other way, reverse. Now keep that knee tight. The left hand's on the knee. Pull it tight, sit tall. We're going to take the right hand to the chair to keep you sitting tall. Otherwise, you start to kind of bend through the spine. I want this to be isolated to the hip. Circling through the hip joint. Reverse the direction, go the other way. And then pull that knee up nice and tight. Take the right hand, push the heel towards you. Now rotate through the hip. Again, you could modify by bringing your foot even clear down here, but someplace between here and down there. And then notice, pause, notice what you feel. Flex the toes towards the shin. That will protect your knee. And I'm just going to take my hand and push that knee away. Maybe a little more intensity in the stretch in the outer hip. Hold that. And I'm going to gather my knee with both hands and like a windshield wiper, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Now hold that. Sitting tall, spine stays neutral. I'm going to move right here at my hip crease. Heart comes towards shin. Any amount. Push into this right foot. Keep the left foot flexed. Here could be a good place to stop. Or maybe you want a little more. You thread those fingers in front of the right shin. Pull the heart a little closer to the shin. Push into the right foot. Breathe into the back body here. Push strongly into the right foot. Come back up, swing your arms out and up. Hands home to heart. Now we're going to cross the legs again. So I want this right knee to come a little more under my nose and then slide. So my knees kind of line up in the center now. And you could be any place between here and here, wherever's comfortable. Sitting tall, keep the foot flexed. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, twisting towards the left. Bring your arms down, sit tall on your inhale. And this right arm can kind of push that knee towards the right, deepening this outer hip stretch. Notice the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, arms up. Let's take this twist to the right, so an open twist to the right. Shoulders, push them down. Gaze over the right shoulder. Notice your breath. Now release the arms, sit up tall, arms come up and then arms come out. My left thigh's on top, so I'm going to put my right arm on top. Give yourself a hug. You could stay here, or you could do this or a double wrap. So this is a modification for a chair yoga class for a pose we call eagle pose. If you're here with me, reach up and push those arms forward. Now this time, I want you to, whatever shape you've got your arms in, to take your elbows to the right and the gaze to the left. So coming into a twist, come back to center, elbows to the left, gaze to the right, come back to center. 2 more each side. One more each side. Back to center, big unravel, unwind, arms come down. Maybe you shake those arms, tap the feet out a little bit. Bring the hands to the lap, pause. Notice the energy. Notice what you notice. Maybe your feet are warmer, maybe your fingers are warmer, maybe not. Just notice what you're feeling. Stay present here in the sensations of your body. Let's do a couple of half sun salutes and then we'll settle in for a little stillness. Inhale, reach. Exhale, halfway down, forearms to thighs, fingertips touch. Push into those feet. Inhale, spine is long. See if you can make it longer. And then exhale, maybe you stay there or maybe you fold. As you fold, really push into those feet. And then swing your arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, halfway down, fold, push into the feet. Inhale, long spine, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Push strongly into the feet. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet. Swing the arms out and up. And exhale, hands home to the heart. Let your hands find a place on your lap that's comfortable. Maybe the palms are up today. You decide. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Reaching through the crown of the head. Feel the feet. Feel the sit bones. Feel the crown of the head. An awareness that you can be reaching in both directions. You can reach upward and ground downward at the same time. Notice the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And become aware of the movement in the torso. Are you moving mostly through the belly, through the ribs, a little of both? None of the above, just notice. Be curious about what's going on with you physically right now with the breath, energetically, but really what's going on with you. Make those observations so you can make good decisions about what's best for you today. We'll take a few more breaths together. Letting the mind ride with the breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and maybe you squeeze and open the eyes a few times, moisturize the eyes. And then reach up one more time, grab what you need, exhale what you don't. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you. That was wonderful as
You are
usual.
very welcome.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
good day.
much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
All righty.
Bye.
Kim, oh, I lost her.